Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, I'm audible.
Sorry?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir, audible. Carry on.
Okay, Bhagat. How was your weekend? Chill.
Sir, actually, I came to my home, sir, last night.
Oh,
So I was in home now, so so I keep my mic at the Bluetooth. So unless it's a emergency.
okay. So let's complete the banking portions today, okay? So I will just wrap the sessions in such a, like I will just finish it off like from the beginning, okay? So you may ask me to stop in between and you can just clear the doubt. I will just taking it in a faster way, okay? Why? Because it's told that it's already taken for you. It's already took for you, okay? Yeah. So yeah, let's begin. The screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir, yes, of course.
Okay. Okay, just give me 1 minute. I will just open it in another tab, okay? Okay, once the sessions are over, I will be sharing the slides, okay? So, okay, you can just read this slide completely. So this can be your basic material. I mean, not that, it's not like it's a comprehensive, but you can just read this before you going to your standard books, okay? Or what you can do is you can just read your standard book with our classes. Like for example, today we will be taking about banking and you may like take the standard book and just read about the banking, okay? So what? 1 second. Yeah. So without as usual, let's begin by doing questions. The screens are visible, right? The question is visible for you, right? Is it visible? Is the screen is visible? Pranshu?
Yes, sir, yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, Bhagat. Yeah. Yeah, please. Okay, somebody please voluntarily come up and tell what can be the answer and why it is the answer. We don't have to wait. So we don't have to waste that much time. It's a very common thing, decipher the meaning of words and also the thing that we use in our everyday life. Who want to say this answer? Akash is there? Yeah, who unmuted it? You can just unmute yourself and speak.
Sir, it's 1 and 2, sir.
It's 1 and 2. Why 1 and 2?
But actually, I know one is correct, but with respect to two, I was doubt in that.
Okay.
So I'll go with 1 and 2.
Okay, anybody else? So what about 3, man?
Sir, NEFT is also restricted on certain days, sir.
NEFT is restricted?
Yes, sir, some days operating hours will be restricted, sir.
So what is the case with this thing? RTGS. There is no limitations. Sorry, there is no day off for RTGS?
So I don't know about that exactly, but I think NFTs doesn't have a restriction with regards to that, sir.
Okay. So anybody else? So Bhagat was speaking, right?
Yes, sir, it was me, sir.
Yeah, then Akash is there. Okay, then Pranshu? What is your answer?
So 1 and 2 only, I feel.
1 and 2 only. So what you're saying, like the RTGS will be having an inward transaction. Okay. So what is charged for? What do you mean by charged for inward transaction?
So I guess it should be 1 only because 2. It was just intuition, sir. Like I feel like 2 should be there, but I don't understand the second option. But first I'm sure of.
Okay. So sorry guys that I don't have my stylus. I lost my stylus nib. Okay. So I have to search my entire house to get that. I'm so sorry for not using it. Okay. So you can see the pen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. All right. So you just listen carefully. 1 second. Yeah. So the first statement is in RTGS, the settlement time is instantaneous, while in case of NEFT, it takes some time to settle the payments. Okay. So what is the correct full form of RTGS? The full form of RTGS is, okay. Please unmute and tell me what is the full form of RTGS?
Say it's real-time gross settlement, sir.
Yes, real-time gross settlement. There itself, there is real-time now. So real-time should be instantaneous, right? It should be very instant. So the first statement should be correct. And NEFT, for your knowledge, I'm telling you, NEFT is updated every half an hour. Every half an hour, if you're doing NEFT, it will be credited to your account or the account that you wish to put your money into. Okay. Similarly, when we take the third option, let's keep the second option there itself. Okay. We'll take the third option first of all. Operating hours for RTGS are restricted on certain days, while this is not true for NEFT. Okay. So in which days the restrictions will be there? There are no written days for RTGS or NEFT that the banks will say on this day it will be off. There will be some days of when when there will be some technical error or cyber attack or maybe some critical infrastructural attacks. So in that cases, we can say the operating hours of RTGS are restricted, okay, on certain days because of some issues or like that. And without it, there is no kind of things, okay. And one more thing, you may just take the name itself, that is RT, real time gross settlement, no? So that is the thing. Right. Now when we come up to the second thing, that is in RTGS, the customers is charged for inward transactions, while that is not the case for NEFT. First of all, I just want to tell you something. Whoever is going to attend this year, that is for 2025, this is a question that I have made correct, okay. So my question was, my thought process was very simple. Okay, what is the meaning of second statement? That is the first thing I just want to know about. In RTGS, the customer is charged for inward transaction. Okay, I don't know anything about inward transaction, but I just tried to decipher the meaning from there itself. What is it? Suppose one guy is here, okay, his name is Ramu, okay. Suppose, sorry, that's a girl, simple, sorry for that. Okay, this is Rami, her name is Ramini. Okay, Ramini is there, and Ramini need to transfer fund to Fatima. Okay, if Ramini want to transfer fund to Fatima, Fatima should be paying something? Fatima is the receiver, right? Should the receiver be paying? No, that is very logic. No, whenever I am receiving, suppose you people are putting money into my account, should money from my account to be charged or from your account should be charged. Okay, I don't know whether it is charged from the sender side. It is, but it is true that the inward transactions means the transferred transactions that we are receiving. Okay, those transaction will not be charged. So I can say that okay, the 2 is wrong, 3 is wrong, again 3 is wrong. So I'm left with answer only, that is 1. And also I know that RT, the full form of RT itself is real time. So like this, we can just make the connections. I have done this in my exam paper where I have just looked at inward transaction. Okay, and also one more thing is that when we take the logical thing, and also I have talked about the tricks of UPSC, like whenever UPSC is comparing, adding multiple facts. For example, the customer is charged, there they are adding the term while, no? That is not the case for NEFT. So that kind of things, like whereby, but also, not only but also, it also include but does not include, that kind of statement, mostly that will be wrong. So the mere logic to make this correct is very simple. Just take the wording, just try to I want you to visualize the question. For example, the second statement, the RTGS, the customer is charged for inward transaction. You should be visualizing the money is coming into your account. Okay, while that is not the case for NEFT. First of all, there is nothing called nobody going to pay you the money. Okay, so just assume like that. Whenever you are sending a parcel, the guy who is sending that should be paying, right? Not the guy who is receiving the parcel should be paying. So that is the case. Okay, I think that is the logic is clear for you. Okay, so the real-time gross settlement transactions instantly in real time. Okay, while NEFT settles payments in an half-hourly batches. Okay. Now the second thing, there are no charges for inward transactions in either. Yeah, I was talking. There is no inward transactions for RTGS in NEFT or in NEFT also. Okay, so then this is the thing. RTGS and NEFT both operates 24/7 except during system upgrades or maintenance. Okay. Yes. Next is an easy question. Do it fast, very fast. Okay. We don't have much time. We should be finishing our banking chapter today. Bhagat, I think you can tell the answer, okay? Just play with logic, okay?
Sir, with regards to statement 1, it's correct, sir. It's
okay, statement 1 is correct.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Then what about statement number 2?
It's being a liability. I don't know, sir. I'm not exactly sure about whether it's a liability. I have two ideas with respect to its as RBI is issuing. So it earns some kind of signature, right? So I have when I'm looking with that kind of thing, I think it's a kind of asset. But I don't know what about RBI's balance sheet and also. I'm keeping this statement out of this. Okay. And with respect to the third statement, it keeps insured against inflation because it shouldn't insure against inflation. It shouldn't be insured against inflation. So it's not a asset, sir, because it's like some common rupee, right?
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be insured against so statement 3 is wrong.
So if the statement 3 is wrong, automatically B is eliminated. Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's freely convertible against commercial bank and money, my bank money and cash. Whether I don't know about what about cash, sir, but I know it's freely convertible against commercial bank money, sir. Okay. So I don't know about statement 4. I mean, like the cash thing is no, I'm not sure about cash thing. But with respect to commercial
what if I am converting that money into my bank money? Then I using my ATM, I can withdraw it, right?
So is it like can we directly withdraw the digital rupee by cash?
You see, first you have to visualize. That's why I said it is freely convertible against commercial bank money. Is it possible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I put my ATM and I took it from there. Then cash is there.
Okay.
So the statement 4 should be correct, right?
Yes, sir.
So if that is the case, we are left with C and D. Okay, because there is no 4 in this statement. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if that is the case, tell me whether 1 is correct.
I think it's correct, sir. Because
So what should be the answer? The answer should be D.
yes, sir.
So you already told me that the option 2 should be wrong. But just using your logic, you have to if your logics and your data analytics are correct. Okay, this is how we say. When you put your data first, your intuitions and emotions can be eliminated. Okay, so you got a doubt that it appears as a liability on banks, RBI's balance sheet, RBI's balance sheet. Okay, so you got a confusion whether it will be correct or not. Okay, so what happened is, so what you did, you just hold it there. You go for other statements. So you know that the four statements are correct. Okay, the first statement is correct. So obviously option D should be the correct answer. Okay, in this way also you can be doing the questions. My thing is, whenever you are doing a question, you should not stuck with one option. For example, if suppose when you're reading, you are not confused with the option 2. So what you have to do, you have to wait for some time. Okay, you have to read the other statements and try to get a logical analysis. Okay, so let me tell you something. This RBI, this thing, this currency is a liability for RBI. Why? Because whenever it is like, you should be the liability thing, you should be like, you should understand that. So whenever RBI is printing the money, okay, it should be guaranteed. It is guaranteed by whom? It is guaranteed by the. Sorry guys, I'm just writing with my hand and mouse. Okay, so that is this. Okay, it should be guaranteed by RBI governor, right? So it appears as a liability on bank's balance sheet. Okay, so it is a fact, you should be knowing it because it is a liability on RBI's balance sheet. The same with the deposits. The other day we did one question. Now this question, like 1 second. This question that we did. Okay, where it is like, this question we had done that last day. Okay, where we like the commercial banks kind of thing, assets and liability. The same for the money thing in the banking sector. Okay, so I'm not going to waste you much time. Okay, we'll do one more question and we'll start the class now. Okay, just do it fast. Very simple. I have given you one trick. Okay, you just apply that trick and you are with the answer.
The statement 1 is wrong, sir. As you said.
What? It should be who?
It should be regulated whether it's RBI. It means it's SEBI. So
that
when we cancelling it like that, so option 2 will be correct.
Yes. Okay. So we have to do like, we'll wait for some time. Okay. No, we'll just do we'll do some content part now. Then we'll do some more questions before we concluding. Okay. So like banking, I will be sharing you this slide. You can just go for it. Okay. Some basic stuffs are there. I'm not going to take the NPA thing is correct, clear for you, right? NPA classifications, these things are correct. Okay. People do one thing. I'll be showing my all slides regarding banking. You just stop me and tell me that you have some issue with this particular slide. I will be explaining that slide to you. Okay. Why? Because banking chapter is very important for your examination. At least you will be getting 3 to 4 questions from this particular chapter where you will be like getting for 8 to 9 marks. Okay. So let me know. I'm just scrolling it. I will be reading the headings. If you want me to explain, I will explain. So NPA is there. Classifications of NPAs. Okay. Then classification of NPAs based on agricultural NPAs. Okay. Then terms related to NPAs. Okay. Then NPAs, RBI guidelines on NPA. Steps to curb NPA. Okay. SURFACE Act and the steps taken by RBI to control NPA. Okay. IBC. People, you can just unmute and ask me to stop, okay? I'm just showing you the slide so that you can just, if you know, you don't have to.
Sir, it will be great if you just add a single point on every topic. That will be great for us. Just
okay. Kind of revision you want?
Yeah, kind of, sir.
Okay, fine. From NPA you want?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so NPA is non-performing asset. Simply saying the bank give loan, they are not getting it back. That is called NPA. For how should we doing it? If they are not getting the principal amount, that is the loan amount plus interest rate for overdue for 90 days, more than 90 days, that is called NPA. Okay. So when it comes to the agricultural part, for short duration crop, for example, the crops which is requiring 3 months or 4 months, if they are not able to repay the loan for like 2 crop season, then it is considered as an NPA. For long duration crops, that is the crops which is having a due date more than 1 year or something like that. For example, suppose it is what to do, like maybe I don't know about the sugar canes. Yeah, sugar canes. It is called like if that they can be after 1 year, like 1 crop season, they are considered as an NPA. Okay, so why it is different for NPAs in like agricultural? Because the incomes are seasonal, unlike the regular EMI cycles. Okay, there will be crop failure, weather risk. Okay. So harvest cycle is very important for determining the NPAs. Okay. Then terms associated with MPA, that is loan underwriting. Okay, loan underwriting means simply like I am giving you loan, I will be checking your credit worthiness. That is called loan underwriting. Then haircut, that is lower than the like suppose there is an asset. Okay. Suppose this is an asset, the market value of the asset should be like 10,000 crore. And I am just giving you 5,000 crore. So that is like that is called like haircutting. Okay. Then loan restructuring. Okay. That is you took me loan. You took loan for like 3 months. I have extended the repayment period to 5 months. That is I restructured the entire process, and that is called loan restructuring. Okay. Return off, like recovery process. Okay. Return off means we know that okay that guy won't be able to pay me back. But still, I will try my best to get that part, like get my assets back. Okay, that is called return off. This is done for
Malaya, right? That's like the same what they did.
Yeah, exactly. Malaya, Nirav Modi and all. So what is the return off? What does return off means is like, simply they want to adjust their balance sheet. So suppose this year they were not able to catch the money. Okay, that will be counted as an NPA of this year. So next year, when they are counting the NPA, that money should not be coming again. That means the balance sheet should not double count the thing. That's why they do return offing. Okay, but they will try to recover it as early as possible every time. Okay, so this will be the questions that will be asked. What do you mean by the term return off? What will be the term waived off? What do you mean by okay? Okay, that what is the haircut thing is wrong. Okay. Why is it here? Sorry guys. This thing is not needed, okay? The waived off after the waived, it's not needed, okay? Then there is stressed asset. Stressed asset means the NPAs, restructured loans, written off, like the stress. What do you mean by stress? There are 2 kinds of loans. One is standard asset and one is a stressed asset. Standard asset, by the name itself, it is giving you without any further problems. They are just paying the principals. They are just paying the interest. Similarly, there is stressed asset. That is, there are some sort of stress is happening. For example, the NPA, the restructured loans, etc. Okay, written off loans. These are the stressed asset. Okay, then standard asset. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is non-default. So, okay, then when it is called substandard asset is like when when the total due is greater than 90 days and less than 1 year. It is called
Sir, with respect to stressed asset, what you said is like there is a NPA and reconstructed loans and written-offs. If a person or an organization is having this, so that person's assets are considered stressed asset, right?
Sorry, man.
Sorry, if the person is having these kind of NPAs and restructured loans and written-offs, their asset is considered as a stressed asset, right?
Yeah. This comes under this. I will explain to you. This is a banking terms. Okay. We are telling you like there are actually loans are an asset for MAG, right? Because they are getting interest on it, right? So what happened? That is a standard asset. First of all, I should have telling you standard asset. Standard assets means the guy is correctly paying the interest. The guy is like correctly paying the principal amount. But what happened is after some days, he started to miss the due time. Okay, he started not paying, he started to default, like he started to miss on the due dates. That becomes what? That is considered after 90 days, that is considered as NPA. Okay, that is considered as NPA. After NPA, it is considered as substandard asset. Okay. After substandard asset, it is considered a doubtful asset. Then it is loss. Okay. So that assets, that is that loans that bank have given, which is either become NPA or which is restructured or which is written off. Okay. Written off means they are disputed and this recover process continuing. That is called like written off in order to adjust the balance sheet. Okay. So these things are called stressed asset. Your question will be a bank's NPA will be, the question will be bank's stressed assets will be greater than the value of NPA. So you should be saying it as yes. Why? Because NPA only include the loans which is defaulted for like 90 days. But this stressed asset also include restructured loans and written off. Is it clear, man?
Got it, sir. But one thing to ask, if even the stressed asset can be converted as into standard asset when the organization or the person is able to fulfill.
Read this. This is for you. RBI have given me to show you. Clear?
Got it, sir.
Is it good? So that is it. It's a good question. It can be a PYQ. It can be a potential question. That's why I have just clicked this particular news. Okay. Whenever I'm reading something, if I found like, okay, that is going to help you people, I'll be just pinning here. So that is the thing. Like this can be a question. The question can be like an NPA can be converted into a standard category upon repayment of complete interest or maybe complete principal amount. They may miss on this. They may just cut and say like, okay, you don't have to pay the entire arrears upon closing of one installment, maybe 6 installment or half of the money, or maybe just interest rate, or maybe just principal amount. That is not the case. If you want to upgrade from an asset to NPA to standard category, you have to repay entire arrears. Is it clear for you?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Yes. So what is this special mention account? Special mention, that is SMA, okay? I have just copied from my note only, this one. Okay, that is like SMA. SMA means special mentioned account. Special mentioned accounts means that accounts which is not NPA. Okay, right now these are not NPA. But in future, they can be an NPA. Okay, so it is measured like 0, 1 or 2. Okay, so it is like if in SMA means 0 equal to, that means that it's due for 30 days. Okay, and 2 means it is due for 60 days. And 1 means it is due for 60 days. And 2 means if it is due for like 90 days. Okay, so what happens?
Didn't get it, sir. Okay,
Ignore this one. This math thing, no, the numbers 30, 20, 60, ignore it. You don't have to worry about it. Just worry that what is SMA? Tell me. There are NPAs, right? When an asset become NPA, if the principal amount and interest rate is due for 90 days, okay, more than 90 days, it is called, 90 days for 90 days, okay, it is called NPA, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you don't have to unmute. Okay, you don't have to mute. You can just unmute. Okay, whenever you're asking any doubt, I will be asking you. Okay, is it clear for you? Clear for you? So that I need instant reply.
Sir,
so
actually, there will be some noises around. So
it's all right, man. It's okay, no problem. Okay, so a special mention account. There are loans and there are accounts which can be a potential NPA. Potential NPA mean the bankers doubts that the people won't be able to repay it immediately. Maybe they are going to default for next 90 days. Okay, those kind of things. There can be an NPA in future. Those kinds of assets are called SMA. That is, those kinds of accounts are called special mention accounts. Is it clear for you?
Okay, so got it.
You should be very clear that they are not NPAs. They are not yet NPAs.
They have potential about to become NPAs, right?
Yeah. They like, we should not be positively saying potential. It should be possibility of becoming an NPA. Okay, man. Yeah. So like, okay, some other terms, that is PCR, provisioning coverage ratio. Provisioning coverage ratio means provisioning. Okay, you may just write the full forms, okay, in your notes. I have just got my prelims notes. I was just reading it. Suddenly I got these points, so I just copy paste here. Okay, so you will see that in the file that I have shared in the group. Also, you will be seeing it. Okay, you can see that there. Okay, so PCR means provision coverage ratio. What is provision coverage ratio? Provision coverage ratio, I have told you there is trust assets are there. That is NPA is there, restructured loans are there, return-offs are there. Okay, every time banks keep certain percentage of their capital, okay, their capital to PCR to provision their risk. The risk is this one. Stressed asset is the risk. Okay, they gave certain percentage of their capital for PCR. Okay, you understood this? Bhagat, you understand this?
Understand? Got it.
Yeah, so just read this. Higher the PCR, that is higher the provision coverage ratio, higher the health of banks. That means the banks won't be failing at it immediately. Why? Because they have already adjusted that. Okay, in future these much things can be coming. I should be provisioning certain percentage of my capital to adjust to that problems. Okay, so that is what is called provision coverage ratio. Okay, yeah.
So it with themselves only.
Yeah, that themselves only. They with themselves only. Only CRR they take it to they took it to RBI. Okay. Okay, let me ask you something. Okay, as Pranshu just reminded about me the money supply. Let me ask you this. What if the PCR is very high? What if the PCR increase from 10% to 16%? Will the money supply decrease or increase?
Decrease, sir.
Decrease. Yes, decrease. So, Mrityunjay, sorry, not Mrityunjay. Your name is...
Monisha.
Is it Monisha? Okay. I thought that other girl, no, that the Hanumanji took one medicine, right? Sanjeevani, yeah. Is she here? Sanjeevani is here? Yeah.
No, sir, she's not there.
Okay, fine. So, I got her sound, I felt like, okay. So, then comes the interest coverage ratio. This is the beauty of economics. Even economics as well as geography. Whenever any terms are coming, you just have to take the meaning. Okay, without reading any ability. Okay, just take. There is interest. There is called coverage, and there is called ratio. That is a measure of company's ability to meet its interest payment. Suppose I'm taking a loan. Okay, so the interest coverage ratio measures whether I am able to meet at least the interest requirements of the loan. Okay, suppose I'm taking 1 lakh loan, and every month, suppose I have to pay 10,000. This interest coverage ratio will be measuring that whether this guy is able to pay monthly 10,000 as an interest. That is called interest coverage ratio. Is it clear? These kinds of question will be asked. Which among the following explains interest coverage ratio? Okay, so PCR is there. You can. Sure. So as Bhagat already asked, when can NPA be converted again back to standard category? It is when they repay entire arrears. Okay. And also there is called capital. Okay. Capital adequacy. Okay. Capital adequacy and also provisioning, kind of similar only. Okay, but capital adequacy come to Basel norms. Okay, according to the Basel norms, capital adequacy is coming. So capital adequacy is like what? Banks must maintain sufficient capital for their risk-weighted asset. Risk-weighted assets means this is what? Okay, whenever I'm talking about risk-weighted asset, instead of using NPA, try to use this term, that is trust asset. Why? Because that is going to bring a kind of professionalism in your answers, and you are using the correct vocabularies of the particular subject, and that is going to be great thing, which I have missed in my last means. Okay, so please try to bring this kind of thing. Okay, yeah. This is simply saying, okay, an increase in the level of NPA adds to risk-weighted asset, which require bank to shore up their capital base here. Simple. Okay, you just take this particular formula. That is stressed assets is equal to NPA plus restructured loans plus return off. That means if just NPA itself is increasing, that is going to increase the stressed asset. That is going to increase the risk. So we have to maintain capital according to the risk-weighted assets, right? So whenever this risk-weighted assets increases, the capital adequacy should also increase, or else that is going to affect the health of the bank. Banking financial discipline can be affected. Is it clear? The capital adequacy?
Yes, sir.
So I have a doubt in the previous slide.
Which one? This one?
So the question is that if NPA is one which is not paying interest for 90 days. So after 90 days, okay, so after 90 days it has been termed as NPA. But what if if the duration is still left? It is understandable that interest is not paid, but time duration is left for it can be paid.
No, so, man, I'm not getting you.
Sir, okay, I'll reframe my question. So, sir, if there is if NPA is declared, that certain loan is an NPA.
Okay.
So after that, in order to become that, to convert that NPA to standard, so we'll have to wait for 90 days first of all.
No. Okay, I will explain you. Whenever you have a loan, you defaulted it for 90 days. Okay, then your asset can be called as an NPA. Okay, now you have to convert it from an NPA to standard category. You need to upgrade your NPA asset your NPA account into standard category account. For that, you have to repay your entire arrears, not the entire principal. Okay, you should not be confusing it with the entire money that is your loan principal interest. You don't have to do that. If you have defaulted only for just 90 days, you just have to do simple thing, that is you have to pay the 90 days due. That is it.
Okay.
You understood it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, you may likewise you may just post me in between and you can just ask me doubts, okay? So that I can also confidently move that you people understood what I am talking about. And also this should be we should be dedicating some more time to explaining these kind of things. I should be giving some stories and all, okay? But we don't have that luxury right now. But anyway, we are just doing in a decent way. But it's okay. Okay. So then steps, okay, these kind of things this DRC, ARC kind of things. I have some other slides with me, but this kind of thing you can just read. There is nothing these are main specific things. Okay, what it is, what are the government. Okay, every time when NPAs are increasing, what is the problem? When an NPA is increasing, that is when a non-performing assets are increasing, that is going to affect the health of the bank. How? We all know that banks make money from interest. Okay, how? Suppose this Monisha is just depositing 100 rupee. The bank will be giving Monisha a 10% interest. Okay. Similarly, and Bhagat went to take a loan. And when Bhagat went to take a loan of 10 rupee, the banks will charge 12%. And the margin of 2% is the interest rate that banks get it as a profit, or banks consider as a profit. So whenever this Bhagat defaults on loan, that is whenever Bhagat is not repaying the money, the banks are compelled to pay back money to Monisha. Okay, Monisha. And similarly, the banks is losing the profit as well as they are becoming loss. Okay, they are just chasing the loss. So that is the thing. Okay, that is why we say NPAs are a great problem. So even our government plans very much things lot of things to curb the NPA rising. So that is why that all the things that the government have to control the rising NPA is mentioned over here. You may just read it. Okay, and one of the important thing is IBC, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. Okay, just read it. There is nothing technical in it. There is some there are some differences. What is insolvency? What is in bankruptcy? The difference between insolvency and bankruptcy. Suppose I don't have any money, I will say I don't have any money, then I am insolvent. And some other legal status, some other court comes into the play, and they tell me, okay, they tell to the entire people that this guy doesn't have any money, then I am bankrupt. Okay, legal status it is. Okay, you can just read. These are things, nothing which require my There is nothing technical in this. Just read. That is it. Okay. Even if you can read it from here, you can read it from here itself or from my slide itself. Okay. And if you want to read it from Nitin Singhania, it's well and good. You can just go there and read also. There will be a chapter on this thing also. Okay. It is also good. Okay. And especially this IBC comes, when it is a more of a mains thing. Okay. Mains thing mean they will be asking you whether IBC achieved its objectives, what are the drawbacks in IBC, what all things can be done to improve. Okay, whenever you are learning some measures or techniques or things that my government have took, you should be like noting down these things. What are the achievements that particular mission have achieved? What are the drawbacks of that particular mission, and what are the things that can be done to to get it right, okay, to get it into form. So these are the things that you should be, this should be the way you should be learning new things, okay. So just read about it. I have incorporated that ARC thing, asset reconstruction company. It is very simple. There will be NPAs, like these asset reconstruction companies will be buying it from banks. They will try to securitize these things. What is securitization? Very simple. You have mortgage. Suppose you have you want to buy a bike. So this is not the case with this kind. This will be like huge amounts will be there, like more than 500 crores. But still, I'm just, for your convenience, I'm explaining you. Suppose you took a loan from me that is for like 50,000 rupees. You bought a FC bike. You bought a bike, and you submitted that bike as the collateral. So what happened is you defaulted on that particular loan. So what I have to do, I have to come your place, I have to take your bike and I need to sell it. That is called securitization. Okay, securitization of financial. I want to take it as myself. That is called securitization. Then I have to sell it and take back my money. That is the process done by these kind of asset reconstruction companies. And also there are some other companies like, ARLC, NARCL, okay, these kind of thing, ARCs, okay. So I will just tell you, these are the companies these are called bad banks. What are bad bank? Bad banks are simply banks that dealings with, not banks, the companies that dealings with the NPA. Suppose the bank is having an NPA of 10,000 crore. What this NARCL do? They will just go to the bank and tell that, give me that bank, I will collect it. Okay, so that is the way how this ARC and NARCL will work. Okay, you can just read about it. The very difference between ARC and NARCL is very different. That is first one, that is ARC is a privately owned and NARCL is a government backed bank. Okay, just read about it. Nothing much. Okay, you don't have to. Yeah.
So
sir, I have one.
Yeah. Nobody is there.
Monisha, go ahead.
Sir, I have one doubt. In movie, they will show that if the people didn't pay the loan back, they will send some set of people to collect the loan. That is illegal or illegal, whether it is exist in India.
I have seen, not with the God's grace, I haven't been into that situation. Okay, thank God. But I have seen some of my friends where these people are, my friends facing with these kind of people. They used to come, they used to say like, okay, you just give me money. It is not good. They will be back to back calling you every time, disturbing you. Those kinds of things are there. The legality and illegality comes, the way of their approach. Anyway, they can come to you and ask for the money, right? There is nothing illegal happening in between. There is nothing illegal there. But the social cost, that is your reputation, it's very bad. Like, I will tell you something. It was in like early 2010 or 12, my father is like a money lender, was a money lender. Currently, he's not doing it. Okay. So the Kerala government have started at that time, the government of Kerala started a new project called Operation Kubera. You might have known about it. You might not know about it. And this Operation Kubera was targeted to curb the rise of informal money lenders like my father. So what happened is my father was supposed to burn all the documents, or else he will be in trouble, he will be in jail. See, I mean, it's not like that. Okay, I'm just telling you, this kind of thing can be a big trouble for you. Okay? So don't disclose. Now I forgot that this session is recorded. Shit. Okay. Yeah. I'm trapped. Tomorrow there will be ED in front of my office. You come with me. Yeah. So that is it. It was a very tragedy, and also there are some friends of my father. Okay, they also burned. I guess I don't exactly remember. Then what happened was like. It was most of them committed suicide. Not my father. Okay, we recovered from the financial stress, but some of my friends' fathers committed suicide. They just lost their father because of this kind of thing. Informal money lending, of course, that is a bad thing, but that particular operation made some of the students also. I mean, that's a bad thing. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so that is it.
Thank you.
Yes, so I'm telling you, illegality or legality, it's depend on the person who is coming to collect your payment. There are certain instances where women being molested, they're asking something. It's a very person. Whenever you took, okay, this is what we discuss in governance paper. Whenever an authority, okay, meets an individual, that is citizen, the corruption, that is a breeding ground for corruption. Right. So suppose you imagine that you have to go to the income tax office to pay your taxes. Suddenly the income tax officer will come to you and say, see, you have to pay this much amount, like 50,000 or 1 lakh amount you have to pay. And he will ask you, if you can just give me like 15,000, I will do some adjustment and you can be free from the taxation thing. Those kind of things are there. In governance, we'll discuss about these kind of things. Okay. I think in future, I'll be taking governance classes also for you. So that is the thing. Whenever an authority, that is government, is meeting an individual or a citizen, that is the breeding ground for corruption. So what this government is planning to do is they are planning to be an online, so the corruption will be less. The online registration, the online payments, those kinds of things are meant to reduce the corruption also. That is also by stopping the interaction between people and the government. Is it clear for you? So yeah, so that is it. So that is it. You can just read how these NPAs are buying, who is going to buy, what is the duty of IDRCL, this kind of thing. This is not going to give you much return, these topics. But when if somebody coming to you and asking you how these banks are going to get their NPA securitized, you can just talk about ARCL and NARCL. And even if you can just bring up these kinds of words in your conversation, like, sir, that's okay, you can just bring up like NARCL will look after it, or ARC will be doing it. IDRCL is good for that. If you can just bring up these kind of things in your common day-to-day talking, like interaction and communication, what will happen is the people will think like, you guys are so smart with economics. Okay, and don't go to any sort of like economics professor and tell these kind of thing. They will ask you counter question and you will be trapped. So better you can just play with this, like the small people, like your family. You can just talk and you can just flex your knowledge on economy. That's also a kind of satisfaction I used to have, but later I stopped getting satisfaction from that also. All right, so we'll discuss about different types of bank. That is, commercial banks are there, cooperative banks are there, development banks are there, differentiated banks. Okay, commercial banks owned by not owned by private. I will say commercial banks are banks that operates for profit, and there are cooperative banks. The cooperative banks are formed by a group of people who will collectively, like they will put money and they will disperse the loans among the members of that particular cooperative group only. And developmental banks are banks that are particularly made for particular sector, like for example infrastructure development, agricultural development, kind of that specialized banks. Okay, the differentiated banks comes under that category. Okay, so commercial banks, scheduled commercial bank, schedule 2 of the RBI Act 1934. Okay. Yes. Okay. Regulated under Banking Regulation Act. Okay. Public sector banks. Just read. That is it. You can either read do one thing. Whenever I'm telling you to read, you go to Nitin Singhani and read. That will be better. That will be giving you more comprehensive idea than my slide. Okay. My slide is for your technical knowledge, like money multiplier, like NPA, the categorization, those kind of technical stuffs. You can just refer to my particular slide. Then for your usual theory parts, you can just go to the Nitin Singhani. Okay. just read. Okay, so there are RRBs. This is one of the favorite piece of UPSC. Every time, like every alternate year, I have seen questions from RRBs. Okay, and most of the time it will be very simple questions, and you will be able to easily get correct answer. Okay, and for mains also, RRB is a very important portion. So first of all, for this, if any question is there on mains for related to RRB, you may introduce your particular answer by using this particular sentence. That is, the concept of RRBs was introduced in 1975 on the basis of recommendations of Narasimham working group. That is the best introduction you can ever use. Simple, clean, accurate. Okay, please write it somewhere. Okay, that is the concept of RRBs was introduced in 1975 on the basis of recommendations of Narasimham working group. Or we can write like Narasimham working group bracket 1975 recommended the concept of regional rural banks with twin objectives. Okay, one, providing credit to weaker sections of the society, including small and marginal farmers. Okay, you can just, whenever, even if you are writing, providing credit to the weaker sections of society. Okay. Okay. And two, to mobilize rural savings and channel them for supporting productive activities in rural areas. That is to include, I think you can say, sorry, I'm just bringing some Malayalam words in between. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, you can say like to mobilize rural savings and channel them for supporting productive activities in rural areas. Or you may say like to include rural financial inclusion. To improve rural financial inclusion. People, these kinds of words, is going to be very rewarding for your mains answers. Okay. Whenever I'm looking at some of your papers, I got 2 to 3 papers. I don't remember the exact names where I have seen correct usage of vocabulary. That will be definitely appreciated. Okay, so whenever you're writing from next day onwards, whenever you're writing an answer, you just try to bring maximum subject-related vocabularies. Okay, that is going to be super. So this can be a potential, prelims question. That is the 70% of their total credit should be lended to priority sector. Should be for priority sector lending. You understand what I mean by that sentence?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This can be a thing. The equity of regional rural banks. Okay, the central banks will be like bringing 50% of the equity. State banks will be bringing 15%, and there will be a sponsor bank like SBI or HDFC. They will be just bringing 35% of the 35% of the equity. Just mark that also. That is also very important. Okay, the portions that I'm telling you, the way this question can be like this, you just mark it somewhere. Okay, because I have seen that. Whenever I'm telling that things, I'm a bit better with my predictions. I mean, especially question predictions. Whenever I'm putting some questions, I used to get very proximity with the UPSC questions. Okay, so more than the questions, the topics that we discuss, it is very important for you to note down the portions that I'm telling you. It is very important. They can ask question like this. Most of the time, they will ask like that only. Because I have analyzed more than 30 years of question paper. That is 3,000 questions put by UPSC. Okay. Yeah. So you can also, this can be also a question. Regulated. Right? I told you in the beginning itself, the regulated. They will say RRBs are regulated by NABARD. They will say RRBs are regulated by NABARD. No. Regulation of banks, 90% of the time is done by RBI. Because RBI is the banker's bank. No? RBI is the boss of banks. So boss should be the guy who should be doing regulations. So RRBs are regulated by RBI. Okay, and supervised by NABARD. That is the take. Supervised by NABARD. Okay, yeah. These are the possible questions on These are the possible prelims questions on regional rural banks. Okay, and the question that you can expect for mains is regional rural banks in 1975 developed with twin objectives, or we'll say the question will be RRBs developed, or the concept of RRBs were introduced to channelize financial inclusion. Do you think we have achieved the objectives of establishing RRBs? If not, what are the drawbacks? And suggest solution for the problems. That will be the crux of the question I'm telling you. The framing will be different, but the crux will be like this only. So simply you can just introduce your answer by writing this regional rural banks was introduced in 1975 on the recommendations of Narasimham working group. Simple, great, super introduction. Suddenly next, just to this, you will be drawing a small sun diagram. Okay, you will be writing objectives of RRB. 1, providing credit to weaker sections of societies. 2, to mobilize, will you like to mobilize rural financial inclusion. Superb. Great way of introducing an answer. Okay, you have mentioned about the objectives. That is it. Then you come to the body. Okay, so yep. So now I can come to my topic, that is cooperative. Okay, any idea JLN? What can be JLN?
It's Jawaharlal Nehru, right, sir?
Yes, that is Jawaharlal Nehru. I'm very short form guy. Okay, so you will also see that in these things in that slide, that the PDF I have shared. Okay, so Jawaharlal Nehru. This is a great way of introducing or concluding your answers related to cooperatives. Okay, and one more thing I'm telling you. Whenever you're getting an essay on unity, whenever you're getting an essay on group work, team efforts, why can't you bring the concept of cooperative society? Can we bring there? And if we want to bring that into your essay, can we quote these kind of things? That Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, considered cooperatives, panchayats and schools as 3 pillars of Indian democracy. I'm asking you, whenever a question on education or schools, can you write this as an introduction? Whenever a question is on 73rd or 74th amendments, should you introduce your answer with this thing? People just take a screenshot of this thing or just write it somewhere, or whenever I'm sharing you the file, make sure you take you extract these kind of things. And in future, if you people are taking classes also, you can just use my slide. Okay, it will be free for you. Okay, you can use it. I don't charge any copyright because I have took it from several sites. So you can also use it. Okay, and you don't monetize these things. You should not be exclusively monetizing. Just share it to people, maximum people. Let them also study. So that is the thing. Jawaharlal Nehru considered cooperatives, panchayat and schools as the 3 pillars of Indian democracy. Suppose there is a question on the infrastructural development in rural areas. So educational infrastructural development in rural area. That is the question. Suddenly you introduce your answer by Jawaharlal Nehru considered cooperative, panchayats and schools as the 3 pillars of Indian democracy. Okay, so that is the beautiful. That are some like right now. I am also preparing for my main. Okay, my next mains. I should be honest with you. So I am taking these kind of things. This is what I am just brushing up right now. So everything that I found myself that is going to help me, I am putting it for you also. Okay, we will be just cooperate. We will be doing some like this kind of campaign studies. This is very better than competition. But I am competitive. Okay, so cooperatives as instruments of economic democracy. What do you mean by economic democracy? There will be questions on economic democracy, community development. So this is a great. Definitely, I'm telling you, if you learn this particular thing that is currently showing in the slide, definitely you can be using it in any of the answers. There will be at least in 2 answers you will be using the same for your mains. Okay. Yeah. So just evolution, just reading stuff. Okay. It's after the famine of 1901, the Bengal famine. After the Bengal famine, Edward Lowe just created cooperatives to free farmers from moneylenders. Okay, then Curzon. Okay, that is not important. The important things are this one, McLagan Committee. Okay, McLagan Committee. There will be a question on which among the following was the purpose of setting up McLagan Committee in 1915. One will be to study about World War I. 2 will be to pacify caste feelings, and 3 will be to study about working of cooperatives, and 4 will be some education related thing. And most probably we will be marking the education. Why? Because in history we are not learning that much thing on cooperatives. Okay. So in Montagu-Chelmsford reforms, there will be a question, which among the following comes under the provincial subjects? That will be the question. Which among the following things comes under the provincial subject of Montagu and Chelmsford reform? That will be the question. In that, 1 point will be this cooperative. Okay. So that is how we should be. Whenever I told you in the first day itself, whenever you are learning something, be output oriented, not input oriented. You should not be worrying about what you should be learning, what you should be thinking, which lecture should be watching. You should be focused on how the output, that is how the questions will be there, how many questions I have done, how many answers I have done. That is the output. Okay, focus more on output. Input should be like 30% and output should be like 70%. Okay, yeah. Then the structure, okay, we talked about cooperative. Cooperatives, I should be giving you a brief definition on this thing. So cooperative banks refers to those financial institutions under the banking system of India that operate on the principle of cooperation and mutual benefits for their members. Okay, customer are the owners of these banks. True or false? Customers are the owners of these banks.
No, sir, not customers.
Customers are not the. Hello, who is speaking?
Sorry, get you, sir.
Customers are the owners of this bank. What do you think?
Yes,
is it true? To us?
Yes, it was, sir. It was, sir.
It is.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is. Why? Because if you want to get a loan from cooperative banks, you should be a member of that particular cooperative bank. What do you mean by a member of cooperative bank? You are owning a share of cooperative bank. You don't have to pay anything, but whenever you are a member, you are an owner. So customers are the owners of this bank. Okay. So this is the. You can be saying which it is a statute body under the statute of States Cooperative Societies Act. Okay. It is in state subject. It is a state subject. This can be a potential question. Cooperative banks comes under union list. Cooperative banks comes under concurrent list. Cooperative banks comes under state list. The state list. Cooperative banks comes under state list. Okay. So NABARD is the apex body of the cooperative sector in India. Okay, it's the apex body, not the regulatory body. Okay, it's apex body, the topper. Okay, so structure of the banking, cooperative banking, and their regulation. There are 2 kinds of banking. That is cooperative banks that are urban cooperatives, and there are rural cooperative. So in urban cooperative, there are scheduled urban cooperative banks, non-scheduled urban cooperative bank, and in urban scheduled bank there will be single state and multi-state. You don't have to worry about non-scheduled, okay? Don't have to worry about. Just worry about urban cooperative bank, scheduled bank. If it is okay, single state, the regulation, this you should be. I think I have just incorporated this thing in here. Okay, yes, 1 second. One second, guys. Yeah, okay, do one thing, the dual regulation, multi-state, okay? You can say the multi-state scheduled urban cooperative banks are regulated under RBI and Registrar of Cooperative, okay? This is a bit confusing thing, okay? This is bit confusing. Why bit confusing is, okay, I'll tell you, okay? Carefully listen. I don't have the stylus. That way, just read. Okay, I think the screens are visible. There are dual regulation for scheduled urban cooperative banks. One is the banking activities. What should be the interest rate? What should be the amount of provisioning? What should be the amount of reserve requirements? what should be those kind of things. No, the banking activity, the regulation on the banking activities of particular urban cooperative banks are done by RBI. That is what I am written here. That is RBI. That is banking dual regulation. The banking regulations of urban cooperative banks are done by RBI. The banking regulations of urban cooperative banks are done by RBI. And also there are managerial stuff. The managerial stuff like who should be the management, the board of members, what should be their qualification, who all can be a member, what is the criteria for selecting the employees, those kind of things. That is the managerial administrative processes, right? So whenever there is an administrative processes, the regulations are done by registrar of cooperatives of that particular state. Okay, is it clear? Should I repeat it again? Monisha, should I repeat it?
No, sir, I get it.
Super. Okay, then if so, we'll just move to the rural urban credit. Okay, so cooperative banks, there will be short term, there will be long term. Don't worry about the long term. There won't be much question on long term. There will be questions on short term. Okay, so then village, there are, okay, do one thing. Yeah, in village, there will be PACS, that is Primary Agricultural Credit Society. Okay, so that is what we have to do. That is, we all go to take loans from this cooperative society, credit societies, and that is all PACS, that is Primary Agriculture Credit Society. Okay, at district level, there will be central cooperative banks. That is called DCCB, that is PACS, DCCB at the district level, and at the state level, there will be state cooperative banks. Okay. And at the central level, there will be NABARD. So NABARD will be at the top. Then comes your state cooperative banks. Then comes your district central cooperative banks. Then comes your PACS. Is it clear? Whether that hierarchy is clear for you? I should have wrote it with the stylus, but my stylus lost its nib. Okay, so I won't be able to use it. You understood that? The structure, you can just put some arrows and write. At the top, you write it NABARD. Then draw an arrow like this downwards. Then you write it state cooperative banks. Then you put another arrow. There you district central cooperative banks. Then at the last you will write like primary agricultural credit societies. If you wrote that, then the question will be coming like primary agricultural credit societies operate at the state level for rural cooperative banks. It is not. It is at the village level, maybe at the primary level, right? So that is how you should be learning this kind of thing, okay? So urban cooperative banks, they operate in urban and semi-urban areas. They mainly lend to small borrowers and businesses. Regime, they're scheduled and non-scheduled, okay? People, is it clear until here that I have discussed? I'm feeling something, I'm missed on something. Why? Because as I'm not using this stylus, I'm feeling like incomplete. That's why I'm asking you. You people are getting what I'm telling? Please be honest, okay?
Yes, sir.
Any feedbacks? I mean, should I improve? Should I slow? Japan. Nobody's speaking anything.
It was good, sir.
Yeah, fine. Yeah. So right, okay, you can just do this question now. Simple question, right? Oh, we have done this question, right? The other day. People, we have done this question, right? Pranshu?
Yes, sir, we done this.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So who is speaking this? The first is sir? Akash.
Yes, sir, Akash.
Yes, you were not in the beginning.
Yes, sir, I joined half an hour late.
Okay, so punctual, yeah? Appreciating. Yeah, what happened, man? Your health is okay?
Okay, sir, okay, just missed, sir. That's it.
Fine. Okay. Yep. Then urban cooperative banks, some trivial things that I have made for this year's question prelims. Just read it. RBI may supersede the board of directors of a cooperative bank after consultation with the state government. These kind of statements will be there in your paper. Just mark it as correct. RBI may supersede anybody except the central government. Okay, that should be your criteria for judging any statements. That is, RBI can supersede anybody. Anybody means anybody, except the central government, president kind of people. And they won't be bringing up these kind of things into your question papers. RBI can supersede board of directors. RBI can supersede the administrative board of HDFC, SBI, Punjab National Bank. RBI can ban HDFC. Anything RBI can do. Okay. So RBI is like a Captain America. Okay. RBI may supersede the board of directors of a cooperative banks after the consultation with the state governments. Okay. Maybe if they want to take this sentence, no. Yeah. Monisha, could you please tweak this sentence? This first statement, just make it wrong. Hello, you're not audible, ma. मुझे आपको सुन नहीं पाता है.
It's
अभी आवाज आ रहा है. बोलिए. Don't say Hindi தெரியாத போடா. Okay? Yeah. You people are aware about this particular hashtag? Hindi தெரியாத போடா. I want some North guys to respond on this particular hashtag. Are you people aware about these things?
No, sir.
Okay, Hindi தெரியாத போடா means, okay, Hindi, that is your Hindi. தெரியாத means don't know. Poda means you got, I mean, very informal way. Areja, we say like that, no? Like that is the Tamil version of Hindi தெரியாத போடா. You understood?
Got.
Yes. The regional sentiments are happening. Okay, what is your take on that, Monisha? You still say like Hindi தெரியாத போடா?
No.
Okay. You say like Hindi தெரியும் வாடா, right? Fine. So people, some South Indian stuff. The language that I am talking is Tamil. Okay, and I think she's from Tamil. You're from, yeah, I know, that day we talked. You are from Tamil only.
Yes.
We are neighbors. I am from Kerala and she is from Tamil Nadu. Yeah. Okay. Solva.
Just a minute, sir.
No, I can't give you a minute. You should be very fast.
No. Why the RBI should consult with the state government?
No, I'm telling you, the statement is correct. You should be listening. You should be listening in between. You should not go and watch Big Boss, okay? So you should be listening what I'm telling you. The statement is RBI may supersede the board of directors of a cooperative bank after consultation with the state government. That is a correct statement. That is true. The statement is true. Now I want you people to make it wrong. Do something and just make it wrong. What you will do for that?
We will change the state government or without consultation, or we will change the SEBI.
Okay, just say, okay, RBI, you will say like, instead of RBI, we will do SEBI. Then it is wrong. Okay, and RBI will say RBI cannot supersede the board of directors. That is also wrong. Okay, then we will say the RBI supersede the board of directors of a cooperative bank after consulting with the governor of the state. Okay, that can be wrong. We say like after consultation, the state government's consultation process is mandatory. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So those kind of things can be made. Then we'll change state governments into central governments. Why I'm just making you to do like this? So whenever you are seeing a particular statement, you should be in a position to understand the areas that the government can easily tweak. Okay, that is what I'm telling you. Okay, RBI may prescribe conditions on and qualifications of employment of chairman of cooperative banks. Very simple. RBI can tell that RBI, this guy should be this much. He should be a chartered accountant. What's wrong in that? It's okay. It's welcomed. So that should be your approach. These are they can issue equity shares and preference shares. Simple. And also, I have just converted it. Okay, I mean just copied from my particular note. That is, the urban cooperative bodies can voluntarily transition to small finance banks if, okay, their net worth is more than 50 crore. Then CRAR, okay, CRAR 9%. CRAR means capital to risk weighted asset ratio. CRAR means capital to risk weighted assets ratio. CRAR measures how much capital a bank has relative to its risk weighted assets. It shows the bank's ability to absorb losses. You understood? Capital adequacy ratio, capital to risk weighted assets ratio, provisioning norms, these kinds of things are there to absorb. They are maintained to absorb the risk. There will be a lot of risk associated with lending, right? You gave me money and tomorrow I went to Maldives. I took Monisha's money and I went to Maldives. So I have defaulted on you. So Monisha should be having some sort of provisioning to make sure that her lending activity is happening. So these are the thing, okay? Just very basic thing, okay? And don't learn this kind of things. I have this very bad habit of mugging up this kind of things, okay? 9% for commercial bank, 9% for urban commercial cooperative bank, 50 for SFBs, okay? You don't have to do that. Just a vague idea, less than 10%, less than 10% kind of things. CRAR, okay? So yeah. That happened an amendment in 2020 regarding the banking regulation. The amendment was to bring the cooperative banks also into the banking regulation. So that was the thing. You may just read, okay, the amendments they made. That is, the cooperative banks may raise, okay, capital, that is through equity or unsecured debt capital. Okay, RBI may prescribe the qualification for chairman of cooperative banks. RBI may remove the chairman. That is, I can tell that suppose I am the RBI and I am telling that this particular chairman is not fit. I am going to remove him. Like that I can do. And also RBI issues directions to board of members to ensure now sufficient number of qualified members are there. Suppose if there is a cooperative banks, I can just ensure them, like as an RBI, what I can do is I can just go to them and tell like this kind of qualified people should be there. These kind of people should be there. Like that I can also do it. Okay, and also RBI may supersede. Our RBI is our Captain America, so you can just supersede anybody. That is, RBI may supersede board of directors after consulting with the state government. Okay, amalgamate, that is reconstruct or amalgamate banks without imposing moratorium. Okay, so this is how RBI regulate cooperative banks. Okay, don't need to learn, but still for your common sense, these things will be for your interview. I will say I'm a comprehensive package. Once you attend my classes, from your prelims to interview, I will be teaching you. So these are the things that I prepared for my interview, which I was not able to make. Fortunate or unfortunate, I was not able to prepare for. I was not able to make it. So I expected a question that how the supervisory action framework of urban cooperative banks work. So first of all, suppose there is an asset quality breach. This that is suppose the NPA of cooperative banks. You know what is NPA? What is NPA, Pranshu?
Non-performing assets.
Oh, super. I'm asking what is the definition?
Oh, yes. So if for 90 days the interests are not paid.
Okay, suppose you just assume that the urban cooperative banks have give 100 loans, and out of it, if the 6 of the loans defaulted as an NPA, then this will be triggered. That is your supervisory action framework. Just take the word supervisory action framework. RBI supervised the working of UCBs, that is urban cooperative bank. They found that they are not working properly. Then RBI will come. RBI will just do some things to make sure that they are working properly. Those are the things. Okay. RBI then restrict if the NPAs are 6%. If the NPAs are 6%, supervisory action framework will be triggered. The question that you should be expecting in your prelims will be supervisory action framework recently seen in news is related to which among the following category? There can be questions on NBFC, there will be urban cooperative banks, there will be RBI, there will be stock money market. That will be the option. Out of it, you should be marking correctly. That should be urban cooperative bank. Just visualize yourself that you are getting this question and you are just making it correct. Wow, what a feeling. Just clean, correct, full, sure answer, man. That is supervisory action framework. Very straightforward. Without reading the options, you know the answer. That's a feeling that you should be having. That's a great thing, It's a kind of dopamine for me. So that is one. Trigger 1, asset quality breach. That is the NPA should be greater than 6%. The SAF will be triggered. So that once the SAF is triggered, the RBI restrict fresh loans to high risk sectors, branch expansion and high risk investment. I think things are clear. If it is not clear, please post me and just ask the question, okay? And also then there is capital adequacy breach. We talked about capital to risk-weighted asset ratio. That is also called capital adequacy ratio, okay? So CRAR, okay? That is capital to risk-weighted asset ratio. If it is less than 9%, you should be very careful with these things. If CRAR is less than 9%, SAF activates. Is it clear for you? Should I explain? If CRAR is less than 9%, SAF should be activated. SAF should be activated. If NP is more than 6%, SAF should be activated. You understand CRAR? If it is like less than 9%, what does it mean? Akash?
Sir,
Yeah, man, tell me, what if the CRAR is less than 9%? Why the RBI is activating the supervisory action framework?
sir, I've been late to the class. I can't understand much.
Man, I will just give you. I will take a sniper and I will shoot you, man. Just take the word, man. Just take the word and just try yourself.
Sir,
So, what is capital to risk weighted asset ratio? CRAR measures how much capital a bank has relative to its risk weighted assets. There are risk weighted assets. That is the asset which is having a risk, which is trust. That means what are the risk asset? Risk assets are NPAs. The banks have given loan and now they are not repaying it. Okay. So according to the risk weighted assets, CRAR should be kept. Okay. If that is the case, tell me what is wrong if CRAR is less than 9%.
sorry, according to SAF activates.
Okay, it's okay. You should read. Okay, you should see the recorded lectures. Okay, man.
Sure,
very
sir.
important.
I will. Yes, sir.
Okay, da. Yeah. Then who all are there? Just tell your name. Pranshu is there. No, I don't want Pranshu. I don't want Monisha. Then Bhagat is there, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's clear.
Yes, man. What will be the what does it mean by telling that capital adequacy ratio, if it is less than 9%, SAF should be activated? What does it mean? Why RBI need to activate SAF if the capital to risk weighted asset ratio is less than 9%? That is my question.
Okay. The risk-weighted asset ratio, the term is associated with stressed assets.
Okay.
So capital to risk-weighted asset ratio is with respect to the total capital of the bank. What is the asset ratio of stressed assets?
Okay.
So if it's greater than 9 means SAF will be activated.
No. It's less than 9. It should be if it is less than 9.
Okay, sir. Oh, sorry, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So then SAF will be activated, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So good.
Yes, sir.
What about others? Is it clear for Pranshu? You understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Monisha?
Yes, sir.
Purinjida?
I'm Purunjit, sir.
ठीक है. So sorry guys. I love talking. Okay. I love to speak other languages. Actually, my mother tongue is Malayalam, but still I love to speak Tamil, Hindi. I'm learning Hindi for you people. Okay. अभी मेरे को थोड़ा थोड़ा आता है, लेकिन बात करने का थोड़ा मुश्किल है. Okay, ठीक है. RBI responses under SAF. Okay, restrictions on new loans. Okay, what will happen? Okay, we are talking about what will happen. RBI, if RBI put an SAF on urban cooperative bank, what will happen? There will be restrictions on new loans, advances. There will be restrictions on incurring new expenses. Depositor protection measures will be there. Possible management interventions will be there. In extreme cases, RBI even cancel the license of urban cooperative bank. So that is why RBI is the boss. Modi is the boss. Like that, you say like RBI is the boss. Understood? Is there anything that I should be like talking now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, what I should be talking? Tell me.
See, you asked for that's understood or not, sir. Said understood.
Oh, like that. I was asking any doubt. You said yes, sir. There is doubt. I thought like that. Okay. Then we talked about rural cooperative banks. We talked about like the short-term structure. Okay. carefully listen. Give me like last 1 minute of your time. Just very focusedly listen to this, what I'm going to tell you. Okay, I told you that this cooperative structure, there is a rural cooperative structure is there, right? So there are two categories, that is long term and there is short term. Our this DCCB, SCBs, then PACS, those comes under the short term. Okay, you should be very clear with this particular diagram. Okay, the question will be like they will be putting these things, that is the short term things, into long term things. They will say these short term categories, the short term institutions belongs to the long term category. They will be saying like that only. Okay, so please be careful with these kind of things that you're going to face in your papers. Okay, once you are done with like economy, make sure that you do at least 1,000 questions from economics only. Okay, like just from economy, you just do 1,000 questions. I can give you an assurance that you will be cracking at least like 15 to 17 questions out of 80 questions from economics. Okay, the short-term structures. Okay, there will be in every state, there will be state cooperative banks. Okay, just read the rest. I will just read the heading. There will be state cooperative banks. Below that, there will be district cooperative central banks, that is DCCBs. Okay, then last there will be PACS, that is the primary agricultural credit societies. Okay, operate on village and gram sabha level. Okay, then there is long-term structures. The long-term structures, there is like SCARD, and there will be PCARDs. Okay, that is State Cooperative Agriculture Rural Development Bank, State Cooperative Agriculture Rural Development Bank. Listen carefully. I'm just going to give another key economic strategy. Very listen carefully. Give me the last 1 minute of your time. Whenever you see a word in development, okay, development, that should be a long-term institution, because long-term development is a long-term process. Got it? There will be long-term, that is State Cooperative Agriculture and Rural Development. Development is a long-term process. For the banks that are going to lend for development will be giving long-term loans. Okay. Similarly, Primary Cooperative Agriculture and Rural Development Bank, that too will be, that is the thing. Okay, so just reading stuff, that is the significance of cooperative banks in India: financial inclusion, easy access to credit, promoting savings, local development, rural development, financial literacy promotion, etc. Okay, and this is what I have just wrote myself. I used to have the habit of just writing, so you can just read these things. Okay, these are about some cooperative things. Okay. Yes. So 1 second. We have done this question. Okay, we have done this thing. Yeah, people, it's your chance. Our last question of today. We'll be winding up the sessions by doing this question. Please put your 100% and solve this question. Take your logic. Logic plays the most important thing. Okay, I think you people read about it. Bhagat, could you please guide us for the answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, with respect to the statement 1, in terms of short-term credit delivery to the agriculture sector, the DCCBs deliver more credit in comparison to the scheduled commercial banks. But usually RRBs are entitled to give around 70% of credits to agriculture sector. I mean, like.
Great. Okay.
So
not agriculture, it is not state, it's not agriculture, it is like PSL, that is priority sector lending. And agriculture is one among the PSL, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So with respect to the statement 2, one of the most important ones of DCB to provide funds for primary credit tax. So I'm not sure about this thing, but with respect to hierarchical order, I think it's true.
Okay, I will tell you something. So the answer should be?
True, option B.
Okay, so listen. I will tell you. You just very basically just think that, okay, just assume that is DCCBs is there.
Yes, sir.
Do you think whether the number of DCCB is greater than the commercial banks?
No, sir, definitely not.
No, that itself is enough to make sure that this statement is wrong, no? You understood the logic that I used. And also scheduled commercial banks. Commercial banks,
Actually,
you
not,
ignore it.
Yes, I was not trying to link that way, sir, actually.
Yes, that's it. That is what we're missing. If you got that, you will crack prelims.
Okay.
I will mark my words. If you got that link, no, the prelims is all about this thing. We are doing a lot of questions, right? I am bringing up some sort of logic in every questions. I want to show you that the prelims is not a knowledge game. It is a game of logic and common sense. So just see. So scheduled commercial banks. Commercial banks have branches everywhere in the world. Sorry, not world, in India. In villages there are. So they give loans there also. And ignore RRB. And just chase. And also there is another way. Whenever we are comparing something, there is DCCB is there. Okay, comparison to two banks. They are not only saying scheduled bank, they are saying scheduled commercial banks and regional rural banks. Combined. Whenever, even if we compare both of them, still we are that short-term credit delivery, the DCCBs are playing a great role. That is what the statement is telling. That is going to be wrong. Definitely wrong. Is anybody having any doubt regarding that statement? Is it clear for Akash, Pranshu, Monisha?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Okay.
Short-term credit delivery, sir. Like, what is the duration?
Okay, it is like less than 1 year. I will tell you there is something. Okay, there is a long term and there is a short term criteria. Okay, so this is the short term. They lend up to 1 year for the purpose of cultivation activities, buying seeds. Okay, don't worry about the corporate. Just say that is short term. In loan process. In loan process, short term means 1 year, less than 1 year. Okay, maybe 1 to 3. 1 second. Let me check. So that is it. It's less than 1 year is short term. Oh, that is in money market and capital market. I heard. It is like a one year. Okay, is it clear, man? The short term is 1 year.
Okay, sir.
Yes, one second, don't go, people, please wait. Yeah, and also just take the second statement, one of the, that is a very general statement, one of the, they are not saying it is the function of DCCB, they are saying one of the most important function. That is a very general statement, no? So whenever there is a statement with one of the, out of many, one among the, used to, like kind of sentence, no, that are like a general statement, right? So that can be you can just easily mark them as correct. Okay, so just for your like sake of reading, scheduled commercial banks contributed major share, that is 70 to 80% in agricultural and allied credit. So first statement is incorrect. Okay, so cooperative institutions also play a significant role in extending agriculture credit and share of all cooperative banks institutions. Do one thing. No, do one thing. Just listen carefully. Whenever you are writing a question on cooperative institution, why can't you start with this thing also? You may just say that like cooperative institutions play, or like when there is a question on agricultural credit, you might say that the cooperative institution just pay 50 to 60% of the total credit. The ultimate aim of cooperative institution, that is one of the ultimate aim of cooperative institutions, is to provide agriculture credit. But still they are able to provide only 50 to 60%, which is very low. So you can say that as a problem. Or if you want to introduce the importance of cooperative institution, you can also introduce like this. Cooperative institutions provide 50 to 60% of total credit to the agriculture sector. That is also an important valid point. So the tone of the sentence, no, you can tweak according to your requirement. You may either say it's very good or you may say that it is very bad. But the way you present should be the ultimate matter. And also whenever there is a question problem on RRBs, you may say that only RRBs are only able to provide 5% of the agriculture credit. That is also that is a problem. Or you can introduce the RBI saying that RBI contribute 5% of the agricultural credit. So that is the way how you should be. You should be manipulating, not manipulating. How you should be managing the knowledge that you have according to the requirement of the question. Okay. So that's it for the day. Anything else? Should we talk on something else? I know I'm 10 minutes late. Why? Because you people came 10 minutes late. So I'm also 10 minutes late. Okay. Yes. Should we talk something? Yeah, Monisha, you can tell me.
No, sir. We will in this section.
Okay. Okay then. Bye bye. Take care.
Sir, one minute, sir.
Yes. Tell me. Yeah.
Sir, you told me that you have a strategy that helped you to cover the optional in very short span of time. What is that strategy?
Yeah, the strategy was, I won't say the strategy was very simple. I took one day, okay, I stay for one day. The whole day what I did is I just collected the topper copies. I don't have that file right now with me. If I have, I could have showed you. It's missed from my files. So I collected all the topper copies, more than 20, 25, I guess. Then what I did is I sorted the question. Okay, I sorted the question in such a way that according to the syllabus. For example, for the first syllabus, that is sociology, the emergence of sociology, I took 3 questions. I posted, I just take the screenshots. Okay, I'm very good with screenshot. I took the screenshots of the topper copy. I pasted it in a Word file. Likewise, I did it like 3 to 4 questions each for each headings. Then I read it. So what happened? What happens then? It is like a 300, 400 pages. Okay. So what happens is when you do like that, your entire syllabus will be covered in such a way that you can just reproduce exactly what they have written. You can use the same expression. But what happens is when you read Harold Embos or maybe Essential Sociology, what will happen is there is a lot of word. Like instead of 200 words, you will see like 1,000, 2,000 words or maybe 5,000 words, which is not required for this exam. So that helped me to cover the entire syllabus in very short span of time. Okay, it's a great strategy. But if you have time, you may just you can just do it like a hobby. I'm doing the same for now also. I will be starting it soon. Okay, I will share you my file once it is done. Okay, and also it is what I have learned. You may just use the ChatGPT also. Just build your own content too and add it with the topper copy thing. That is sufficient for your preparation. So whenever you're reading topper copy, you will understand that you are getting subjects. You are understanding the concept very easily, right? You people, whenever you read some topper copies, you feel the same, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So use them wisely. That is going to help you a lot. And make sure you are taking very updated ones. Suppose there is Srishti Deshmukh's copies are there. You make sure that you take the final copies that she have wrote. You can just search in ChatGPT. You can search the prompt like give me the latest one wrote by Srishti Deshmukh, and you can ask the ChatGPT to surf across the internet and provide you the link. It will do it. Use AI.
Yes,
AI can be very helpful for you.
Sir, sorry.
Yeah. Use AI wisely. That is going to make your job very easily. The other day I was talking to Rajat IPS, okay, who got like 121 rank or something like that. His optional was also sociology. I was talking to him and he told me that use ChatGPT wisely. You don't need any other particular materials to confess your knowledge. Just ChatGPT is enough to crack this exam. Like that he is telling me.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Yes. So you people are happy, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Happy.
Okay. So be happy. All right. Anything else? Bhagat Singh, what about the HSRA things? Is everything going good?
Setting it is, sir. What about the HSRA things?
HSRA things, how is the organization functioning? Whenever you people, whenever I hear the name Bhagat Singh, this HSRA come to my mind. Hindustan Socialist Republic.
Yeah. Got it.
So people, sometimes I'll be taking your modern history also. Okay, we'll see what I can do there.
Okay. Okay, sir. We'll see.
It will be fun. Okay, it will be like movies. I won't be taking it. I will just explain things in a movie story. Like I will tell you like as I have saw one movie yesterday. I will just, because history is a story. Okay, I will add some masala into it, some background score. That is it. Okay, anything else, people?
Okay.
So you people are getting benefited from my classes, right? My classes are okay for you, no?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, sir. It was okay for me.
Yeah. All right. If you want, if you have any feedback, you can convey that to Chitra ma'am. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. All right. Bye bye. Take care.
thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Thank you, sir.